While I consider both Luffy and Zoro the protagonists of their own storylines, it's still quite obvious that Luffy's storyline is way more important than Zoro's. You can see this in the fact that pretty much every Straw Hat is a supporting character for Luffy's journey and not Zoro's journey. The only exception I can think of is maybe Brook, as he's also a swordsman, and Zoro's actually the one who helped him get his shadow back in the Thriller Bark arc. But other than that, Zoro is a lone wolf. But I think that's actually kind of the point of his character. Both Luffy and Zoro need to accumulate power in their journey, but for Luffy it's a means to an end to attain his dream. For Zoro, strength is his end, as his dream is to become the world's strongest swordsman. So Zoro's subplot actually works to enhance and supplement Luffy's by exploring the meaning of strength in of itself. That's the purpose of a subplot, to isolate and explore a certain element of the main storylines. One of the most iconic examples of this is Inigo Montoya's revenge plot in The Princess Bride, which happened concurrently with the main plot. We got the start of Zoro's subplot in the Baratier arc with his duel with Mihawk, and eventually it's going to close with Zoro finally defeating Mihawk at the end of the series. But the thing is, The Princess Bride is a 2-hour movie, and One Piece is a 1100 chapter manga and ongoing. So Zoro's going to need a little bit more than 2 fights throughout the entire story. And as well as Oda plans out One Piece, I think the biggest criticism for Zoro, and also the rest of the Straw Hats, is that in between their introduction and their final moments, there isn't enough good checkpoints in between. In Zoro's case, I think what he really lacks is other rivals that can challenge him. Other swordsmen who also want to be the world's strongest swordsman who can clash with Zoro and actually develop his story. But going into why Zoro lacks but needs rivals is a topic big enough for its own video.